So, as you know, the MS1 WJEC media exam is split into 3 questions. The first is an unseen text asking you to comment on genre codes and conventions. And then the other 2 alternate between looking at media audiences and media representations. The second question is split into 3 parts and has some relation to the example material from question 1. The final question is a longer essay response. The wordings and examples are, of course, unknown, but the structure of the paper is essentially the same every year. So let's look at each question in turn. It has been announced that the MS1 paper this year will be a moving image question as opposed to a print, which means that instead of getting 2 print texts, such as DVD cases, posters or magazine covers to study and annotate, you will be shown a short video extract 3 times that you'll then have to comment on. This means that making a plan before you start writing is absolutely essential. Here is the first question from the last 4 moving image exam papers since 2012. Look how they all ask for the same analysis: visual codes, technical, audio codes, genre and narrative. Visual codes refer to things like clothing and physical appearance, body language, on-screen graphics and locations where action's taken place, all the things that you can see on screen. Technical and audio codes refer to camera movements, shot types, angles, editing, sound effects and music. So any way in which the text has been constructed by technical people. The genre refers to recognizable imagery, characters or narratives that occur in familiar categories such as drama or science fiction or a comedy panel show. And narrative refers to how the images and information are being turned into a story for the audience. This question is worth 40 marks and requires about 3 to 4 A4 pages explaining each of the elements and what purpose and effect they have for the audience. Then there will be some questions regarding an example you've just watched, looking at either media representations or media audience responses. If it's an audience question, the paper will likely ask you to consider 2 different audiences that might respond to the text and how they've been targeted. Here, they are asking you to think about the mode of address of the text, or how the use of language,
Rastamos, come in, come in,
famous stars, colour schemes, graphics and content allows you to make an assumption about the target audience demographics that might watch this text. Is it informal? Is it exciting? Is it patriotic? Is it gendered? You will then have to answer a shorter essay question that explores either how media audiences are categorized, how different media audiences respond to the same media text, or how texts position users by using mode of address and narrative. Ultimately, if the second question is a representation question, then the paper will want you to identify different types of representations presented in the text. For example, different ages, genders, ethnicities, or regional identities.
Went out for an early session with lads.
Do characters dress, talk, or behave in a certain way?
I'm standing where the equator cuts right across the middle of the continent.
Is there anything else that makes you think they reinforce or challenge stereotypes? Maybe the location, situation they are in, or the way they're being treated by others? Depending on the topic of the second question, the final question will either be a longer 30-mark version of the audience or representation question featured above. The 30 marks will be awarded depending on the use of good terminology, a clear understanding of the question, and a range of specific examples from films, TV episodes, newspapers and magazines, and video games. Elsewhere on this site, there are case studies in each of these areas. So that is the MS1 paper in a nutshell. Good luck, and ask me any questions here, oengland@brock.ac.uk.